What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video.
I lost my mama to crack, my father to the streets. But still, dog, I ain't gonna be in the booth having no excuses for shit, you heard me? Check it, yo, I'm destined for fame. Every lesson sticks in my brain. Blessings, they come and go through adolescence, the pain. Was a lot to cope with, the dope destroyed and conquer. Hope for mama faded when it raided the veins. I've been doing soul searching, just examining itself.
Shout out to my family S&T. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. I just appreciate all of the support in general. Also, shout out to all of the new subscribers. I really appreciate it, man. It be real as hell out here when you're a new YouTuber for people to give you a chance. So thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate the support. Look, y'all, we about to get into this video about a certain hate page. I refuse to say their name. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about. We're going to get into this video. Let's get it. All right, before we get into this video, I just want to say for the record that this same hate page has had the same narrative for the last 2.5 years. And it baffles me, okay? Here's the thing. We have Chris Sales, who went to jail while CJ was in his custody, okay? Then we have Queen Naja, who went to the internet looking for his son. Okay, looking for her son, excuse me. All right, the thing that just trips me out is that when it comes down to Chris Sales offense, nobody holds him accountable. It just gets swept up under the rug. But then the whole tide would shift on Queen Naja. And it just trips me out because at this point, just say you do not like this girl. Okay, because it is very clear that old girl do not like Queen Naja. It be all on her mug. Shame on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, when I do a reaction video, I give you guys my personal reaction. When I do a thoughts and opinions video, I give you guys my personal thought and opinion. It defeats the purpose if I give the thoughts and opinions of some of the people that support and are subscribed to me. What's the fucking point of the thoughts and opinions? Your supporters and your subscribers are coming to your channel to get your own personal thought and opinion and not the thoughts and opinions of someone else, okay? And then I also find it very weird how someone can make an entire story based off what somebody else say and you just take their word for it. Wow. That's deep, okay? But here's the new headline. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, Queen Naja is trying to make CJ call Clarence daddy. Yo, y'all gotta grow up. Every time I say that shit, it just cracks me up. You know what I mean? Now, I'm fair. I'm not biased. I went back and slowed the whole motherfucking video down. And at this one clip, it was one clip where he said guys, okay? And then it was another clip where to me it did sound like he said daddy.
Guys, look at this. This is a piece of...
Guys, look at this. This is a piece of...
Guys, look at this. This is a piece of...
Guys, look at this. This is a piece of...
All right, but here's the thing, y'all. CJ is 5, okay? Who just spent damn near 3 months with his biological father. You get where I'm going with it? Like, do I have to say it? Like, the boy has been around his damn daddy for like damn near 3 months saying, daddy. Then he get home and it's like, Queen, Mama, Daddy, CJ, Claire Bear. Are you serious? You're going to take this one thing that this little baby said and make it seem like Queen Naja is just trying to force him to call him daddy? Man, shame on y'all. Y'all be really fucking with people's lives, man. And that shit is lame as hell to me. Now, look, man. Clarence has never shied away from the fact that CJ or Chris Sales is CJ's father. He's never tried to replace him or anything like that. The thing that bamboozles me, though, and I know I keep saying the word bamboozle because that's what the fuck I am. Because the thing that just trips me out is everybody is trying to be focused on this. Oh, he trying to take over Chris Sales' spot. And I'm looking at how blessed CJ is. He has 2 male role models that he can draw from. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And that's a blessing. Or whatever. I mean, the more the merrier. I think the same hate page taking care of somebody else's kids. And I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't get mad if they slipped up and said daddy. You know what I'm saying? So why is it different when it's Queen Naja? I don't get it. Every interview that Clarence has done, every video that Clarence has done in regards to CJ, he has never shied away from the fact that Chris Sales is CJ's father. I think that we all know that. But what is disturbing to me is how people can make videos off complete lies. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel comfortable to make a headline and say, is it okay that Queen Naja is trying to make CJ call Clarence daddy? Niggas is fucking people's lives up. Because Chris Sales will wake up and see this dumbass headline and just automatically assume that it's some beef going on before he even watched the video. You know what I mean? Now you got these parents going back and forth over a situation that wouldn't even got big if these motherfuckers had stopped coming up with these conspiracy theories. It baffles me, for real, for real. But like I was saying, man, Clarence has never, ever, ever tried to shy away from the fact that Chris Sales is CJ's father. Let me play some clips so y'all can get me.
His father is like fully in his life. His father is like fully in his life. His father is like fully in his life.
This woman is not trying to make that baby call that man daddy, man. And shame on y'all for even starting some bullshit and nonsense like that, man. Like, when I look at this situation, it always reminds me of the Sierra, Russell Wilson, and Baby Future situation, okay? And I give it up to Chris hands down because I feel like he's a way better father than Future. But here's the thing, okay? Clarence is going to play an active role in CJ's life, whether you like him or not. It's just the way it is. Because for him to love Queen, he has to love the extensions of Queen as well and treat them as his own. And it ain't no shame or blame in that shit. In a world where people don't give a fuck about these black boys, bro, the more the merrier. It's good as hell that he has two men that help shape his life to be a great man when he grow up, man. And I don't understand why people are bitching about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. It's more than a blessing. Especially when his little boys out here don't even got not one father figure. So for him to have two is amazing to me, okay? Now look, man. The term of endearment that CJ used for Clarence is Claire Bear, okay? Let me give you guys some proof.
Yeah. Stop, baby.
Stop and smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you leave a comment. If you've never commented before, comment right now. You're heard. What's up?
Give me a.
She's looking. Yeah, you can smell like tacos.
What that mean?
What's up?
And we let you roll up.
But he could have his sister, but on his dad's side, you know?
CJ had just came back from being with his father, dude, and he was excited. And he slipped up and said what he said. And you know what, quite frankly, him saying daddy ain't even the problem. What's the problem is people would take that clip from an innocent child knowing that that child could easily do that. Any child could do that. You know what I'm saying? You would take that clip and use it just to be able to shit on this girl like you ain't been doing it for 2.5 years, man. Shame on y'all, folks. Just say y'all don't like this girl. That's all you got to really do. Because it's very clear that you guys do not hold Chris Sales to the same standard that you do with Queen Naja. Everybody bitching about Queen Naja going to the internet looking for her fucking son. But what about when Chris Sales, you know what I'm saying, bring personal information to social media? But y'all don't want to say nothing about that. But that's what I'm here for. Let me go ahead and refresh y'all memory.
I personally feel like anything that has to be discussed as far as our son should be discussed between me and her. Like, not on social media. Like, I found out that, you know, his mom is the premium parent, or primary, I'm sorry, I said premium, primary parent. Certain stuff just don't belong on social media. You keep that between each other. Like, certain stuff just does not belong on social media. Everybody should not be in. It's just certain stuff you allow on social media, cool. We allow certain things to be on social media, but personal things like that should just not go on social media to a bunch of strangers. I found out that, you know, his mom is the premium parent, or primary, I'm sorry, I said premium, primary parent, and I didn't even know what the heck that was. But I guess the primary parent is who makes the decision as to, like, where he go to school at, where he go to, like, where he go to school, where he lives at, basically make all his decisions and choices.
Nobody would have even known that Queen had primary custody over CJ if Chris Sales did not come to the internet. Dead ass serious, man. Like, the only reason we know that is because that man came to the internet. And I'm gonna say this, being that she is the primary parent, she had every fucking right to do what she had to do to go find her son. I don't care what none of you people say. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if something happened to CJ when he was in the custody of Tiffany or whoever custody he was in, if something would have happened to CJ, Queen would have had sole responsibility on what the fuck went on. Period. You know what I'm saying? So she had every right to react the way that she reacted. But even at the end of the day, it still does not trump on why we ain't never got to the meat and the potatoes of the problem. The meat and the potatoes is he went to jail with his son in his custody. Now, why in the fuck she done took over every headline is baffling to me. I be getting you guys DMs and shit like that to react to these people, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not giving them any energy. I cannot have a constructive conversation with somebody who has proven, you know what I'm saying, numerous times that they just do not like this girl, which kind of like trips me out, being that, you know what I'm saying, Shawty went through the same similar situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, she went through the same similar situation, so I don't understand why she hates Shawty that much. Like, it's crazy as hell to me, for real, for real. At the end of the day, man, look, it's been like 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and these folks been saying the same shit. Stop giving these folks energy if y'all aggravated. For real. Like, what they say is true. Stop going to their channel, watching that shit. All y'all doing is helping them. I had a story about this shit, bro. If you be hating people that just shit on the people that y'all support, stop watching these hate people, because all y'all doing is helping them. Every time you go to their video, shawty, whether you clicking dislike or dropping a comment, all you're doing is helping their algorithm. So every time y'all running over there to hit dislike or to drop a comment, you know what I'm saying, the shit on these folks, all y'all doing is making them go up the ladder. So when anybody click on YouTube, their video is going to be recommended. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like that shit, stop doing it. I don't know how many times I could say this shit, y'all. Y'all got to stop doing it. Royalty Squad, stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? I know that everybody be want to defend their fave, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not defending them by going to these folks' pages, helping their algorithm. Even if you go into their page and say, fuck you, you helping them. Like, that's what it all boils down to, shawty. At the end of the day, you got to stop doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be reacting to these folks because I already understand what their narrative is when it comes down to Queen Naija, and I just cannot rock with that. The difference is when I point out shit with Chris, it's because I used to follow Chris, and I really gave a fuck about Chris. Still do. You know what I'm saying? I want this man to be a better man for his son because I know that CJ loves him. You know what I mean? But when I point out shit about Chris Sales, man, I'm pointing out shit that I have experienced, and I want to get the dude to get better at it so he can be a better man for his son. Whether that nigga, he'll probably never see my video, but if I give my thoughts and opinions on some shit, I'm giving my thoughts and opinion about something that I can honestly testify to. Period. That's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, let's talk about it in these comments. Drop it down in the comments, man. I want to know, man, why do you think people never say nothing to Chris Sales, but they have everything to say about Queen Naija? I remember when Queen Naija got pregnant, man, they shitting on her 50 times a Sunday. Oh, she's just dumb. She's just doing the same thing. And then Chris Sales has a baby on the way. Niggas ain't seen not one picture of his baby mama. And wow, the baby mama that he chose. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to talk about that. And nobody will talk about that because they hate her. That's all it boils down to it. Look, man, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until the next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog.